You are about to become your healthiest self starting this video. First, I'm so proud of you that you're starting the gym or getting back into it. It's going to be absolutely epic, trust me. But I also completely understand that you might be feeling kind of uncertain about where the heck to start. So this is going to be like your complete survival guide so you can walk in the gym with confidence and go and smash your workouts like the baddie you are. I'm going to split this video up into my 5 core survival tips, and then at the end of the video I'll also share 3 actionable steps that you can literally do today that will make starting the gym a whole lot less stressful. And just so you kind of know who's talking to you, hi, I'm Sophie, and just over 2.5 years ago I stepped into the gym for the first time. I was the skinny girl who had no idea how to even adjust the bench, but now I'm literal proof that even if you've never touched a dumbbell in your entire life, you can still start the gym, you can still get amazing results and build so much confidence along the way. Everyone starts somewhere. I know it might not feel like it when you step into the gym for the first time and everyone around you seems to know what they're doing, but they were all a beginner at some point. You are no less qualified than any other person in that gym when they started lifting, and you deserve to be there just as much as they do. Okay, so survival tip number 1, start simple. On my first day at the gym, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I'm not even kidding. I picked up a dumbbell. I think I went for a dumbbell only workout. I can't even remember at this point, but looking back at some of my early videos, my form was terrible. And that's obviously expected because as a beginner, we've not done these exercises before, and just like learning any new skill, it's going to take practice. So when you walk in there, if you feel out of place or unsure where to start, you are not alone. I've been through it. Pretty much everyone's been through it, and you're going to get through it too. So the first thing you're going to do when you walk in that gym is go and warm up. This isn't just because it's going to help prevent injury, it's also going to help you get used to the environment and help you feel more comfortable before you go and do any of the other exercises, like lifting wise. Your warm up doesn't have to be overcomplicated either. What I do is literally just 5 minutes on a piece of cardio equipment of my choice. I'm not taking it like really hard, it's just enough to get your heart rate going, get the blood flowing so that you're ready to actually lift stuff. After that, go and find a quiet corner of the gym and do some dynamic stretches. All this is stretches that you're not holding for more than 30 seconds. I'll link one of my workout videos that has some examples of the kind of dynamic stretches that I do before training. So pick some of those, take your time with it, and you can also use this time to like clock in your head where certain areas of the gym are and where you'll have to go to do the different exercises in your workout. For your workouts themselves, you also want to start simple, and what I'd recommend is choosing mainly compound exercises. These are ones that use multiple muscle groups or multiple joints at the same time. So things like squat, bench press, and deadlift. However, as a beginner, I know these exercises can seem really intimidating because they all use barbells. So for at least your first session in the gym, what I'd recommend is choosing a dumbbell only workout. That means choosing dumbbell only compound exercises. So you can do different variations of the squat, bench, and deadlift. Things like goblet squats or sumo squats with a dumbbell bench press, or even push-ups or push-up variations. You can do assisted pull-ups or dumbbell RDLs. But whatever exercise you end up choosing, you need to make sure that you prioritize form over weight. My biggest tip for learning the right form for any exercise is literally just Google it. No one is going to judge you for getting your phone out and looking up the exercise. I still do that sometimes to this day because that's how important doing the right form is. It's not only going to reduce your risk of injury, but it's also going to help you get more out of the movement and then more results from that. So form's important, and if you're still not completely sure if you're doing the right form, then go and ask someone. There's usually like personal trainers wandering around the gym, at least if it's a commercial gym, and they're more than happy to help. But to be honest, usually anyone in the gym will be more than happy to help you out. But if you are in the position where you're too nervous to go and talk to someone, because that was me, what can be really helpful is just set your phone up, record yourself doing the exercise, and then match up your form with the form from the video that you're watching. That's a little life hack that's not really talked about too much. When you're starting out, you also want to keep your workouts simple by not using any of the advanced techniques like drop sets or supersets or things like that. Supersets you probably could get away with. Basically all it is doing your first exercise, going straight into your second exercise, then resting, and then repeating that for however many sets. But other than that, to keep it simple, you probably just want to stick to straight sets. I'm going to break this down real quick though, because you might not know what it means. I certainly didn't when I started the gym. If you're doing an exercise for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, that means you're picking a weight that allows you to lift that weight for between 8 to 10 reps with good form. Once you've done those 8 to 10 reps, that is 1 set. Then you're going to rest. The amount of time you rest will depend on the exercise. For compound exercises or heavier lifts, you're going to want a longer rest time. I tend to rest between 90 seconds to 2 minutes for these. And then for isolation exercises or single muscle group exercises like bicep curls, you're going to want to rest a bit shorter. So for me, that's usually like 30 to 60 seconds. After you've rested, you're then going to try and lift the weight again for 8 to 10 reps, and this is your second set. So then you rest again, and then you repeat that, and that's your third set, and then you've done 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Your specific rep ranges and rest periods will differ depending on your specific goal. So when you're training for strength, you'll typically see more sets with fewer reps so that you're able to lift heavier, and then you'll have much longer rest periods. But if you're training for muscle growth, which is what I'm training for, you'll typically see around 2 to 4 sets of 8 to 15 reps, and then the rest periods would be what I mentioned earlier. I know that's starting to get a little bit complicated, so later in the video I'll share with you exactly what a full week of workouts could look like, so you can literally just take a screenshot and then go try at the gym. Tip 2 is prepare like a pro. That feeling of analysis paralysis is so common when you first walk in the gym, either with not knowing how to use a certain piece of equipment or just not knowing if your workout's actually effective or not. So this is why it's so important that you have an effective workout plan and a workout split that you actually enjoy and fits well into your everyday schedule so that you find it easy to stick to it. All a workout split is what muscle groups you're training on what day of the week. So for example, a 3-day full body split means that you work out 3 days a week, and on each of the days that you work out, you train your full body. This is what I'd recommend if you're a complete beginner, because you actually have an advantage over like more experienced lifters, because since you're lifting weights for the first time, that is going to be a new stimulus to you and your body, and yet it might take you longer to recover, but it also means that you only need like 3 days to see amazing results. As you get more advanced, you can then change your training split or increase the number of days you go to the gym, but as a beginner, you really only need 3 to start. Some other workout splits that you might hear people talking about are things like push-pull legs, an upper-lower split, or a bro split, which is basically just a single muscle group for each session. But as a beginner, you want to focus on building like overall muscle mass, so that's why I'd recommend a full body split. So before you actually go to the gym, I want you to write down your workout and take it with you. It doesn't have to be a physical piece of paper, you can literally put it in the notes app on your phone, which is what I did for the first whole year of me training. But to give you somewhere to start, I'll put a full week of workouts on screen now that you can screenshot and take with you to try out for your first few weeks of the gym. The last thing I want to touch on in terms of preparing to go to the gym is what to wear and what to take with you. First, make sure you've got water with you because you're going to need it. In terms of extra equipment you need to bring, it will depend on what your gym actually has, but a couple of things that I'd recommend if you're starting the gym is resistance bands. These are really good for your warm-ups, for glute activation, stuff like that. Longer resistance bands, which are good for assisted pull-ups and things like that. Ankle straps if you want to work on building your glutes, because these are really good for cable kickbacks and they're a lot more comfortable than the straps that you tend to get in most gyms. And then lifting chalk. This one's not essential, but I find it really helpful if you're someone who struggles with your grip strength, because it just helps increase the friction between your hands and the bar and allows you to hold on to it for more reps, which means that you're going to be able to lift more. When it comes to what to wear to the gym, I always recommend wear something you feel comfortable in, because when you feel comfortable, you automatically feel more confident, you're automatically going to perform better, and you're likely going to have a much better experience at the gym. So if that means wearing a baggy hoodie and joggers, wear a baggy hoodie and joggers. If that means wearing a cute matching set, wear the cute matching set. It's really up to you and what makes you feel more confident. I tend to rock up to the gym with like an oversized hoodie and joggers on, and then as soon as I get there, I always get too hot. I don't know what it is about our gym, but the heating always seems to be quite high, so I usually work out in shorts and a top. In terms of footwear, at least for leg day, I want you to make sure you've got shoes with a flat sole, because that means you're going to be able to push more evenly through your feet during your exercises. It's going to be safer for your ankles and your knees, and you'll likely be able to lift better as a result. If you're just doing an upper body workout, then having flat soles doesn't really matter as much because you're not really going to be pushing through your feet that much, so it's up to you. Tip 3 is really a gym etiquette 101. This is something that a lot of people are concerned about when they start the gym because they're not sure if they're going to get told off for doing something wrong, and I completely relate to that. The exact gym culture and gym etiquette will be different depending on the gym and like what country you're in, but these are the general things to expect. First, and probably the most important one, you always want to put your equipment back where you got it. So that includes dumbbells, weight plates, bands. Honestly, that one's just common sense. Put things back where you got it. You also want to respect other people's space and time on equipment. This one kind of goes both ways. So if someone's using a piece of equipment that you want to use or is like next in your plan, then there's absolutely no harm in going and asking them how many sets they've got left. If they say they've got quite a few sets left, then don't hang around and like watch them until they're done, because likely, like, I know people who will take longer if you stand and watch them. What I tend to do is move on to the next exercise and then come back to that one after I've done the next one. And if that's not an option, then I'll just go further away or into a different part of the gym and then come back in like a decent amount of time when I think that they might be finished. Or you could also do an alternative exercise. And sort of in the opposite direction, if you notice that someone seems to be loitering close to you, or like someone wants to use the machine that you're using, don't feel like you have to rush, but explain to them how many sets you've got left and make sure that you're tracking your rest time, just so that you're not unnecessarily wasting time and like staying on that machine too long. Some gyms will also ask you to bring a towel so that you can wipe down the machines after you've used them. But our gym doesn't. Our gym has like paper towels and squirty spray so that you can clean the machine after you use it. Gym etiquette is definitely a hard one that a lot of people worry about. So if there's anything that I've not touched on that you've got questions about, drop them in the comments because I reply to my comments, so I'll answer you down there. Tip 4 is track your progress. For each of the exercises in your workout, you want to track the sets you do, the reps you do, and the weight you lift. And then when you go to do those exercises the next week, I want you to add in a little bit more weight or another extra rep. This is what we call progressive overload, and essentially this is what is going to help you build muscle or build strength when you go to the gym. You're going to be increasing the intensity of your workout from week to week, and that is what creates a bigger stimulus over time that will cause your muscles to adapt and grow. You can also track your progress outside the gym in terms of like your weight. You can do progress photos or measurements of specific muscles that you want to see progress in. Tip 5 is mindset is everything. First of all, you need to make sure that you're going to the gym for the right reasons. You don't have to go to the gym. No one is forcing you. You get to go to the gym, and it is a privilege to be able to move your body and work out. You are an incredible and stunning human being just the way you are. But also, if you want to improve your health and fitness or build muscle or increase your strength, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. When you start making a change in your life, like going to the gym for the first time, people might try to put you down or ask you why the heck you're doing it. But you can't let other people's opinion of you stop you from achieving your goals. That happened to me a lot in the first entire year of my fitness journey. No one really supported me at all for going to the gym. To be brutally honest, I was told that going to the gym was the last thing I should be doing because I was so skinny. And it was hard, I'm not gonna lie, because the people who were telling me this were usually people who were quite close to me. But keeping going with the gym was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. It's all about progress, not perfection. We want to focus on the journey and not the end goal. It's about becoming 1% better every day, because 1% better every day adds up to 37 times better at the end of the year. What's important is having a plan and sticking to it, showing up on the hard days, showing up on the days where you don't even want to get out of bed, and doing something, even if that's just getting to the gym, stretching, and then going home. When you first start the gym, your main objective should be building the habit of going to the gym. Because once you've got that habit in place, it's going to be so much easier for you to stick to going to the gym and really focus on getting real results. Seeing major progress is going to take time. Anyone who tells you you can lose 10 kg in a week or build 2 kg of muscle in a week is lying to you. I mean, maybe you could lose 10 kg in a week, but you probably wouldn't be healthy at the end of it. The best results take time, and that might seem quite daunting if you're literally at the very start of your journey. If you feel like you're not ready to start the gym yet, trust me, you'll probably never feel like you're ready to start the gym. There will never be a perfect time. Actually, scrap that. Today is the perfect time. You could literally start the gym as soon as this video is done. You could get your gym gear on and head out the door. I'm not saying you have to do that, but if you've been thinking about starting the gym for a while, then it's probably time to make today day one. So before you go to the gym, I've got 3 actionable steps that you can put into place today so that you can start your fitness journey in the best way possible. First, set a goal. Just one goal. But you want it to be a SMART goal. That means it has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So for you, this could be, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to train full body for just 30 minutes each session. Step 2, you're going to pick a beginner-friendly workout program. This could be the one that I showed you earlier in the video that you took a screenshot of, or I actually have my own training and nutrition app, which will give you workouts depending on your goal and your specific starting point. And you get to choose your workout split and your workout duration as well. So you could choose the 3-day split for 30 minutes a session. You can choose whether you want to train at home or the gym, gym, this is a really good option actually. If you want to start working out but you're not confident enough to go to the gym yet, you could start training at home, get used to the workouts, and then once you have the confidence, you can start at the gym doing exactly the same workouts as you did at home. That way you're going to know exactly what you're doing with each of the exercises, and it's going to be a lot less intimidating when you get to the gym. The app also allows you to track your progress, like the sets, the reps, and the weights you lift, as well as progress photos, measurements, and your actual weight if you want to do that as well. And it also comes with a meal plan that's specifically tailored to you to help you get to your goals faster. And I know we've not really talked about nutrition at all in this video, but it's so important if you have specific goals and results that you're looking to achieve. Honestly, diet makes up so much of the results that you're going to see, and that's something that I didn't learn soon enough on my fitness journey, and it held me back for so long, so that's why I included it in the app. So I'll put the link for that in the description if you want to give it a go. There's also a free trial, so you've literally got nothing to lose. Step 3 is commit to a start date. Actually, write it down right now. I want you to commit to it. If you've not started the gym yet, write down the exact date that you're going to start the gym. It doesn't matter if it's today, it doesn't matter if it's tomorrow, it doesn't matter if it's a week from now, it could be a month from now if you need that long to psych yourself up for it. But writing that down is you committing to it, and you're not going to say no when that day comes around. None of this pushing it off till Monday. Remember, the hardest part is starting. You don't have to feel ready, you just have to start. And I promise you, the more times you go back to the gym, the faster it's going to get easier, the faster you're going to feel more comfortable, and the faster you're going to get results. So now with this entire survival guide, you absolutely got this. Every single person in that gym was a beginner at some point. They will understand exactly what you're going through, and usually like the scariest looking people in the gym are the nicest people you will ever meet. So let me know your questions or your concerns in the comments, because I love to make more content that will help you with anything you're struggling with, because that's literally why I'm here. But if you want to learn more about how to train specific muscle groups in the gym, then you should definitely check out this playlist next. See you there!